Welcome to the Effortlessly Abundant Life podcast. I'm Natalia, a certified hypnotherapist and a mindset shifter. Not too long ago, I was a broke, burned out, multi-passionate, single woman to now making six figures effortlessly, marrying the love of my life and attracting what I want by using my unique bridge method. I'm here to help you achieve the results you want in any area of your life by owning your true unique self with less doing, less stress, and definitely less effort. Now let's jump to today's episode in 3, 2, 1. Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Effortlessly Abundant Life. How was your weekend? How was your week? I know today is, I honestly, because I'm from Europe, I was born in Belarus, I was raised in Israel. I think in Celsius, I still can't, after like 10 years living in New York City, I still cannot adapt myself to Fahrenheit. So I look at my my phone and the weather, and it's like -7 that feels like -10. So yeah, it's very cold and frozen in here. But I love, again, having a child is such a blessing because, again, you can experience things through that notion of everything is new, everything is exciting, everything is so amazing. And just walking with my son and playing in the snow and just feeling the texture of the snow and really kind of connecting to that. It's super, super cool and nice. But I gotta tell you, I can't wait for my cruise. We're actually going on a cruise for 10 days to Aruba, Dominican Republic. We're gonna have a really great time. Just 10 days, me, my family, where we're gonna disconnect, and I'm gonna give myself the permission to really disconnect and do what I want. Like, I really want to give myself the freedom of just not posting, not thinking about my business, not serving, and not doing anything about related to business, related to sales, related to anything, and just allow myself to enjoy. And I really never gave myself this time. I feel like I always, even in vacations, I would just work on my business or think about my business or do something related to my business or still work. I would still answer my clients. I would still do calls, or I would answer my clients in my sales job, and I would just be always on. And more that I trust myself, the more I really form a solid belief that my external behavior and my actions is not necessarily going to give me more money. I allow and trust the money to support me whenever I'm resting. And I really want to do this experiment, and I will let you know how that experiment went after, of course, I do this vacation. But just I'm not gonna be here for 10 days. I'm probably gonna obviously pre-record and have an episode for you guys, but I'm leaving probably in the end of this month. But I want you to already save in your calendars February 28th. I'm just gonna say that it's gonna be something that I worked on for quite a while. And it's such an exciting, amazing opportunity for you to tap to your abundance on a daily basis in a very affordable price point. And that really, you can really experience my bridge method. I'm trying to tell you without telling you, so it's kind of hard because I really want you to be surprised. So you guys gonna find out definitely more, but in the meantime, just save the date, February 28th. If you don't know, my real birthday is February 29, which this year is my real birthday. So it's right before my birthday, and I'm very excited. So let's dive in today's episode. Today, we're going to talk about what really kills our dreams. And honestly, this is the real pandemic of our society. is this notion that we gotta be ready in order to do what we want. So for instance, it's very interesting. I had a student of mine, a vocal student, that we had like 10 sessions, and I really felt like she's finding her sound, and she found her kind of authentic voice, and she's getting more clarity of how to use her breath and how to support her voice and how to project her voice and how to play with her voice and all the things that I do with my vocal students. And I always tell her, one of the things I'm really evident about is having my student go out there and perform right away. And she told me, no, I'm not ready. I am still learning. I still don't feel I'm ready. Um, and she made all the excuses in the world. And it's very interesting. It's very interesting, this notion of some people really think that when they're going to be ready, that's when they can go out there and do what they need to do. And then I ask her, okay, what does that look like to you? When do you feel you're going to be ready? Oh, whenever I'm going to feel it. And I said to her something that I wish somebody would tell me in the beginning, because I also told myself this lie that when I'm going to be able to sing a perfect high C in pianissimo, and made this unrealistic expectation of me to go and audition, let's say, I would never go and audition. I would never go perform. It was just never will happen because I set the bar so high. And the truth of the matter is, only when you go out there, you can refine your instrument, you can refine your performance skills, you can know yourself better as an artist, you can actually sing better because you out there singing. It's one thing when you sing for yourself in the studio, in your vocal studio, versus when you go out there and sing in front of people. When you post your music or you sing live on social media, it's a completely different animal. And you have to be able to be comfortable with both. And the only way to be comfortable with both is just do it. I'm sorry, there's no way around it. And I remember when I told myself this lie, like, oh, whenever I'm going to be singing these high C's every single time perfectly, that's when I'm going to know that I got it. And it's a lie. It's a lie that I kept myself, quote unquote, safe in my safety net because I didn't want to be open to criticism. And that's what stopped my student from really going out there and pursue her music, write her music, post her music, go out there and sing in open mics, is that feeling of it's not safe for me to be vulnerable. It's not safe for me to show my true authentic voice and self. I am not open to criticism because I don't know if I can handle it. And I'm here to tell you, my loves, as I told her, you're never going to be ready. You're only going to be ready when you're going to finish that performance. And I'm not telling you to go to perform in the Medicine Square in Manhattan, right? I'm not telling you to go and audition for The Voice right now. All I'm asking you is to go to open mics, local open mic. Go and just record a video of yourself singing. And if you feel a section of it is good, that you feel comfortable with, post it. You have to take the baby steps. And by doing these baby steps, you're going to gain more confidence. You're going to gain more that trust in yourself that it's safe for you to do it. And slowly but surely, you're going to be getting those gigs that you always dreamed about. But if you're always going to keep yourself in a shell and you're always going to prepare yourself, quote unquote, prepare and prepare and prepare and practice and practice and practice, and you're never going to go out there to actually execute everything that you learn, because in the end of the day, you learn more from your actions. You can learn more from your experiences than anything in the world, in any subject, in business, in sales, in relationships, in money, in anything. And I'm giving you the vocal example, but obviously you can apply it to anything else in your life. And when you allow yourself to be where you are and accept the fact that you're not, of course, 100 bazillion percent, because you're always going to be evolving, but you're good enough to share who you are. And this black and white type of mentality of like, if I'm not really skinny and really gorgeous with my makeup on and I'm on top of my shit and I'm always on and I'm happy, happy, happy. And if not, I'm not accepting myself. And if I don't sing beautifully and perfectly, I don't accept myself. But the last time I checked, the reason why you love your favorite singer is not because they're perfect. It's because they are vulnerable. It's because they're relatable, because you can feel they sing your emotions and your heart. You relate to their story. Has nothing to do with perfection. So I want you to think about it and see, where are you making this excuse for yourself of keeping yourself quote unquote safe and shrinked in your little bubble versus allow yourself to expand yourself through the doing, through the journey, through going out there and do the smallest step, the smallest thing you can do towards that vision that you have for yourself. If you will see my videos that I posted on YouTube 5 years ago, it's cringing. It's cringing. I was just like I was like trying to be professional. I was trying to be a certain way. And it took me time to find my comfortable way of speaking, of sharing who I am, talking about things that interest me, and allow myself also to pivot to different things and not just focus on the voice and talk more about my subconscious mind and talk about mindset and talk about spirituality and all the things I'm passionate about that really kind of gave birth of effortlessly abundant life. But if I would not start there, how would I even get to where I am today? It had to happen. If I would allow myself and think to myself, oh, I got to be ready. I have to have the perfect camera. I had to have the perfect setting. I had to have the perfect look. I had to have the perfect accent. I had the perfect English. Like none of those things are happened. None of them. I was living in a rental Brooklyn apartment with a roommate, and I would like go to the living room and record for like an hour because she went for her job or she did some errands, and I had like an hour or two to go there and just record, and I made the best that I had with my phone or just whatever I had, right? I remember vividly, I would take like lamps. I would position my phone a certain way. I would do anything to make it work. And slowly but surely, it grew to what it is today. And I want you to be gracious with yourself. I want you to be really look at yourself like that loving parent that looking at their child taking their first steps. And instead of telling them, wait, you're not ready yet, you need to strengthen your muscles, right? So doing all the other exercise towards strengthen their muscles so they can walk better. And like, no, you strengthen your muscles by walking. Trust your legs that they know what to do in order to strengthen themselves so they can walk and then run. So just do the damn thing, guys. What I do recommend is instead of shrinking your vision, shrinking the fact that you're not ready and telling yourself you're not ready and kind of convincing yourself that, hey, I have to do all these things in order for me to go out there and open the business and go after clients or go out there and sing or get my love of my life and go out there and find friendships or whatever that is that you want. I want you to focus on regulating your nervous system because that is the true issue here. You're not feeling safe. You're not feeling safe in this new identity that you're building. You're not feeling safe in this getting out of the comfort zone, right? So instead of trying to shrink yourself through external kind of experience and kind of saying, okay, I'm not ready to go out there and sing in front of anyone. Well, how can I regulate my nervous system so it does feel safe for me? And you can do it through breath work, you can do it through subconscious rewiring, you can do it through body work. There's so many ways so you can regulate your nervous system. And as kind of I hinted, on February 28th, you're going to be able to do so. But there's so many ways to really remind yourself, quiet your nervous system down, to allow yourself to, as you do the thing you need to do to grow and go out there, regulate your nervous system. Don't shrink yourself. Don't eliminate the things you need to do so you feel safe and then make an excuse that you need to do something else in order to be ready to do that. Just do it. Just jump. But as you do it, regulate your nervous system. And the second thing is rewire your subconscious mind, because the issue here most likely is you don't identify as that person that can do the things that you want to do. You don't identify yourself as a good and professional singer, like what happened to my student. She wasn't identifying herself as a professional good singer. That's why I say 60, if not 70% of my work with my vocal students is subconscious, is mindset, is regulating the nervous system, because the body knows how to sing. Trust me, you know how to speak. Why you cannot sing? You just need to practice it, to hold longer notes, to really trust your body, trust your voice, trust your breath. But singing is not hard. It's the story we tell ourselves what singing means, right? So this is my most work that I do with my vocal students. Really rewire their identity that they are amazing. And that's what I did before I even kind of really dove into the subconscious rewiring, self-development. I always been into it. But when I was 22, I remember always telling myself every single time, every time before I start singing, every time before I went to audition, every time before I did anything, I told myself, I am the best singer. 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 And I kept telling it myself and telling it myself from different angles, from different kind of feelings, but it really come to that alignment of I'm the best singer. And not that I am comparing myself to other people. Like this is who I am, not in comparison to other people. It's just who I am. That's my identity. I'm a good singer. And then, of course, my voice followed. My body knew how to match that version of myself, that identity. And of course, when I told that, every song that I was singing, it just happened. That's how I got my lead role that led me to get multiple lead roles in the opera world. That's how I did it. I literally brainwashed myself. And that's what you need to do yourself as well. Rewire your subconscious mind and calm your nervous system. Allow yourself to be safe in the change, in the shift, in the moving towards everything that you want and expanding to everything that you want. Because let me tell you, there's nothing more sad than being 90, 93, 95, looking back into your life and said to yourself, I could have done better. If I only now listen to the doubts, to the criticism, to all the lies I told myself and just go for it. I don't want you to even come to that deep regret, because it is the worst regret that I don't want to have for myself. I want to know that I absolutely did everything in my power to achieve the reality that I want, and be open to source, God, give me all these beautiful miracles and something even better than I could ever think of. I'm going to give you another example, not related to music, but let's talk about sales. You can talk about sales in terms of your business, but I'm going to talk about my sales job. I work in construction in New York City, and coming from music, coming from teaching, I was a certified music teacher. I was a music director for like 4 years. And I thought that's going to be my reality. That's going to be my kind of career for the rest of the life. But of course, as a manifestor generator slash multi-passion person, of course I had to make a change. So here I am coming to a um, completely different, like it's not even close to whatever I did in my entire life, like construction, like it's crazy. I didn't know anything about the field that I was in, nothing. I was not ready. And I remember my partner just threw me into this it's like a meeting, it's a networking meeting with all these professionals. I didn't even know what I was selling. I was so nervous. Like I'm a performer. I can be in front of thousands of people. And I wasn't as nervous as I was being in that room. And I remember I was like, what do you mean? What I'm selling, what I need to do, what I need to say, I need something. She said, don't worry. Just be yourself and just go. And I remember that. And that is what truly helped me to refine my messaging, to refine me as um, a VP in the business development, find my voice, find my style, create my connections, create my true relationships that I still carry till this moment. And that is what it's all about. I wasn't ready. But if I would not do that 5 years ago, I would not where I am today, where now I'm the VP. This is a big, you know, is this, if I would wait there and tell myself, wait, I need to be ready. I need to have a script. I need to have my pitch. I need to have my knowledge. I need to have this. I would be sitting for like a good 7 years until I feel I'm ready. Like, no, you just need to do what do you need to do? You just need to go out there and do the best you can with what you have. And of course, be in integrity. And if there's something that you don't know, be honest about it and say, I'm willing to check. Of course, I will check, then get back to you. If you don't know something, that's okay. But what's not okay is limiting yourself. Is keeping yourself, I don't even want to say safe because it's not safe for you. It's painful to be in the same place. It's painful to be shrinked and feel like always, it's just boring, right? And another example I can give you is what I said about my business. Like I pivoted from being a complete booked out vocal coach. Like that's what I did as well. As again, multi-passion, that's one of my businesses. And I completely moved it towards mindset. That was for me, it was a big deal because it was a shift of my identity. And I wasn't ready. I wasn't like, oh my God, I have all these certifications in the world. Like, again, one of the lies we tell ourselves, like, oh, I need to have at least 5 certifications, 5 trainings, bazillion courses. Like, no. The fact that I had the desire in me, it means that I'm ready. And that's what you need to remember. When you have a desire in you to do something, it means you're ready. It means it calls your name. It means you are meant to go that path. You don't know where it's going to take you. Maybe you want to be a singer, but maybe going to that path is going to reveal something completely different for you. Like one of my students, she came to learn how to sing and she now is healing through her voice and she's doing retreats all over the world. She found her calling through her voice, for discovering her voice. Like there's no way for you to know how things would lead to one another, but your job is not questioning it and just going for it. Don't doubt it. Just go for it. And as I said, regularly on a daily basis, regulate your nervous system, breathing in and out, allowing yourself and reminding yourself that you're safe, that you're protected, that you love, that you're guided. Subconscious rewiring of really telling yourself how my next level self thinks, what she tells herself, what are some of the affirmations that she believes in herself, about her life, about the thing that she wants, and really instill that on a daily basis. And I'm telling you, the smallest steps compounds to massive transformation. It's never the big things. It's never that like we think like, oh, something big will happen and then everything will change. Like never. The biggest changes that happen in my clients and my life are the daily decisions, the daily rewiring, the daily affirmations, the daily rechoosing yourself, rechoosing how you feel and think, shifting and moving from a thought that doesn't serve you to a thought that is, letting go slowly but surely of one thing and another layer until you become and you blossom and you're breaking through your next level. And that's what we're here for. And let me tell you, never going to end, which is amazing. You don't want it to end. You don't want to come to a final destination because then there's no final destination. We are internal beings and we're here to really explore this infinity within us, if that's even a word, but I just made it up. So let's go with that. Find that in within you. And know that the fact that you have that desire, that is enough. That is the only validation that you need in order to know that you're ready. And just go for the next best step. Don't go from, like, as I said, as my singer, I was like, I don't want you to go right now in addition to the mat or go to the voice. But what is the best next step? Oh, maybe filming yourself and take a snip, like 15 seconds of it and post it and share it. Share your journey of becoming the singer that you want. Like people love them more than seeing like the final result, right? It's just what it is. So I hope you guys like this episode. Please share it with somebody that needs to hear this. And if you post it on your social media and you tag me at Effortlessly Abundant Life, you're going to get a free hypnosis that's going to help you attract 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever is your next level of abundance, and definitely more opportunities. And as I said, abundance is not just money. It's just that feeling of expansions, that feeling of never ending opportunities and miracles and amazing things just coming to your life. And you're going to get that completely free. And as I said, guys, remember February 28th, put it on your calendars. It's going to be something very, very special that I can't wait to share more information with you guys soon. And with that, I'm going to see you and hear you in our next episode. Bye.